One take, one take. It's NBA one take. This is one take for your head. NBA one take for your brain. You can follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, as well as IGTV and Facebook. Everything Pretty Boy Laker. What I'm gonna get to, it's not gonna be a NBA Finals preview, known as a game tonight. It's the finals, baby. That type of year, baby. I'm just really excited for this matchup. I'm texting and talking to people I know in Toronto. They're really excited for the team. And it's a good feeling. There's a little poll saying only Vegas and California is actually rooting for the Warriors to win out of all the 50 states. I think of Hawaii as well. So, just a little fun fact there. In other news, the Houston Rockets. Now, I don't like to do the rumor things and rumors and stuff like that. I don't really like to put that kind of content out there. But this is out of the mouth of the general manager, Daryl Morey. Now, they're not having a fire sale, but they feel roster shakeups is on the table. Now, I don't really, off the top of my head, have the diameter of their assets, what they're going to do, but I know they got some draft picks. They can trade, but my thing is, okay, if the right trade for CP3 comes out, right? Would they pull the trigger? And they said they would. I think the obsession with the Warriors could be very detrimental to your team, right? You have your core, but you don't feel your core is good enough to take down the Warriors, even without Kevin Durant. Because what I'm hearing that the owner, Tillman Fertitta, he is pissed off that his team lost to the Warriors without Kevin Durant. I mean, he is livid. And he made he spoke about it a few weeks ago about it. He's livid, and I think they not picking up. They picked up Mike D'Antoni's option without extending him. They fired some assistants. Bizdelic, who was begged to come back as the defensive guru for the Rockets after their tumultuous start, and a lot of things was happening there. And then when he came back, gradually the defense got better. They fired him. They fired another coach. Can't remember off the top of my head but he has a close relationship with James Harden. And D'Antoni wasn't extended. That means he goes into next season as a lame duck coach. Possibly. I wouldn't know. But when a team picks up an option, you normally don't do the lame duck coaches in the NBA. And people on TV saying, oh, a coach's change is needed, and not really, but is a trade needed, possibly. Clint Capella, I think he's possibly the most prized asset on the team, besides James Harden, which James Harden you just can't do. And I think Chris Paul to a certain extent, because even though Chris Paul's advanced in age, you can't, and with his contract too, he has 3 years, $124 million. That's a lot of money. And if for someone to take that kind of deal, it's more that team feels that Chris Paul could get them to that next level. You know? And even though Chris Paul has all those years left, they would have to trade him to a contender. And a contender most likely won't have all the assets that will be given back to the Rockets. Because you're not going to trade for Chris Paul for another disgruntled star. So I said something as a three-way deal that's possibly involving Mike Conley, and the Rockets to get some assets back. And it just probably throw a third team involved there. With a rebuilding situation in Memphis. I don't like to do that trade machines thing, but I think Conley would be a good addition because of savvy, know-how, and the contracts do match. And I'm not saying by any means that Conley's better. It's the fit, and Conley is a better off-the-ball player than Chris Paul, and he can run a team. And he's a better, at this stage, I think he's a better defender, smarter defender than Chris Paul. So it could work. I know they're looking at so many scenarios, and right now the Grizzlies is going to go for Ja Morant. So that's a good option for them. So I'm not gonna say what the Rockets should do, but that's a good option for them, because you're worrying about the Warriors with or without Kevin Durant, and you feel that that's the best thing you do. I think you hold on to Capella, but if you make a move, the move should be Conley out of anybody. John Wall and other guys, whatever. No, don't do it. He will never sign off on Washington. And Chris Paul, if he leaves, he won't go to Memphis, but he'll have to go to another contending team that's competing for a championship. And he has to sign off. Not saying sign off for it, but you don't want that grumpy guy in the locker room. But that's what it is with the Houston Rockets. I don't know. But this is NBA One Take. It's Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.